And my dailies on my main, so continue on through the MSQ. Alright. Brother Isumiyan wants you to learn about the element of wind. Greetings, Lorna. Each time we meet, the part of the conjurer befits you ever better. In your previous lesson, you learned about the element of earth. It is my desire that you become next acquainted with the wind. Travel to Full Flower Combe in the East Shroud and seek the teachings of Few years have passed since her coming of age, with uncommon clarity. I can recommend. So, now we had a wave at him. Alright, he's done. Well, there's a lot of different ways to get there, but the easiest currently in service. There we go, yeah. The East Shroud. Dun dun dun. Chocobo. But okay, yeah, you wanna start? Alright. You must be Thalorda. Brother Isumiyan sent word to expect you. It shall be my pleasure to instruct you on the patterns of gusts and gales. Now, how to proceed? Pray forgive my hesitation. It was but recently that I attained the title of hearer, and, well, you're my first student. Ah yes, I believe I have a suitable task for you. Cool. Go there and clear the air of the honeybee swarm which lately took up residence in the area. You seem uncertain. Mayhap you wonder at the connection between my request and the subject of your study? I sympathize, Lorna, but trust me, inexperienced though I may seem, this deed will deepen your understanding of wind. Damn wind, alright. I'm gonna be like, breeze needs to pick up and blow these bees away. Up the hill we go. Now I somehow mystically understand. Welcome back, Spring. I asked because there were none. And what has caused this aberrant behavior? Still your mind and reach out with your senses. Can you feel it? The path of the wind veers from its corruption. Return to the to disperse it. At least they're not as grindy as the ones in WoW could be, where it was like, oh yeah, like for this class quest, run this dungeon a dozen times and hope that this thing drops. By the way, nobody's running that dungeon. There's like, bring us back 10,000 of this other thing. Alright. Corrupted air. Okay. So now we have a little battle we're gonna do. So the great thing is that what's her name showed me so that I don't die. But it's up to me to, like, beat the crap out of this Tainted Wind sprite. She's gonna help some, yeah. And see, it keeps calling in ads. It beat up on me. Wind no longer keens its frustration. Let us return to full flower. Yeah, you're somehow gonna, like, magically teleport your to walk on my own 2 feet. Yeah, the really funny thing that doesn't have it or doesn't have it for that zone, you're like, oh my god, this is so stupid. I must apologize for that we flourish as conjurers. Now then, Delorna, what did you learn as you struggled within the air's grasp? You will doubtless have noticed that wind does not strike with the instant crushing force of earth in its wake. These are the for patient destruction. No land is a stranger to its power. When you stand under distant skies and feel the wind's familiar caress upon your skin, remember the lessons you. Mental disturbance manifested itself at such an opportune time. Only the gods know what I would have taught you had it not. Yet the growing frequency of such phenomenon begins to concern me. Is at work here. I bid you remain wary. Return to Still Glade Fane and inform. Yeah, she ain't met I think I'm gonna have to stop streaming to Facebook because ever since I started trying to do adding that in, it's been giving me the dropped. Bound soon by your presence here the knowledge. Thankful for I'm here to argue with you, brother. You thinking or attempt to use that spell, I will have. Oh, he mad. My dear child, the disruptions. Was unable to use any spell talent to heal without relying. It should not be possible for Sylphie to cast to set her upon the true path for you. Whether it be with my hand, you persevere with our art, the power borrowed. Thus far, you have completed. Gridani is free to seek membership and want to explore new pursuits. Go to Lorna and seek now, like, probably just like, no, he's a Pajal, like 90 years. And I copied. Actually have these, the item level of that setting. Average item level. Okay. Start the a whole lot. To and from that. Okay. I want to clear some of these out of my thing in the to the south for the ruins back to the to go that the bones for our incidents. I fear the you will help us. All the support I can much. Alright, Robin. 2.5 seconds. Oh yeah, it's over here. At higher levels. Yo, not. Here at Instructor Galford's request, without warning, an attack the. Please find them. Over me. What in the 12's good? Alright, dude, get out of here. Yeah, you just... Galfred instead. You just got that worried. Tab targeting can suck sometimes. Just pat you on the head a little bit. Away, vile fiend! Away, I say! I defy you! I defy you! Pushed in the midst of the ritual, and then, roll out. I must needs return to Gridania. The Seed Seers must see you just chill walking out. The hearer languages to do that and avoid the fate. Oh, mournful voice. Life. Alright, so I gotta defeat the clay golem. You are strong, but are you strong enough to withstand? You ain't nothing. Yeah, that orangey stuff on the ground is the telegraph. That's the bad you want to stay out of. Impossible! Never has the golem been so sorely tested! Oh, look over there, like, he went, zoop, right out. Damnation, he has eluded us yet again. Oh, fancy meeting you here. How are things? Now I'm getting a headache. Whatever are you? Shh, more birds. This makes how many times today? 7? Their movements are beyond our fathoming. Not for all our sakes, yet we must be prepared for the worst. Us. It is as we feared. Dalamud's anomaly is affecting life in the 12's woods. Garleans have a lot to answer for. The imbalance they have created is plunging the land into chaos, just as Louis Suave forewarned. It's no wonder the problems have started appearing in the land. We must hold fast to that hope and fight to the very last. Agreed. Act stupid things. Show some respect. If you ask me, they're an improvement over that mask of yours. Hard to believe it's already in it. Still have the same old problems. Aye, along with some new ones. Just in case the Ixal and Garuda weren't troublesome enough, the Sylphs had to go and invite Ramu, didn't they? Did you ever think about those adventurers who fought alongside us? I do. And then 5 years seems like ages. I wonder what became of them. Ah. Golly, and what is that exactly? Yet another disturbance in the ether, and freshly manifested at that. It seems to be... I just had a flashback. Are you alright? Your eyes glazed over for a while there. The good news is that the hearer is unharmed, somewhat dazed, yes, but whole of mind and body. The bad news concerns everything else. Lest you forget, the 12 Woods is the domain of the elementals. It is by their leave that man abides in the forest and avails himself of its bounty. The ground which the dungeon occupies is no different. Having no more use for the dungeon, the Gridanian sent a hearer to offer the place back to the elementals by way of the rite of returning, which is essentially an expression of gratitude. While the poor may well consider it a slight, and the very last thing the Gridanians can afford to do in these uncertain times is risk alienating the 12 Woods' eternal guardians. Right. In the but where are my manners? Ida! Papalima. You'd give me a hand, would you? Wait, there is something familiar about you. Could it be that you are... Nah, never mind. Doubtless my eyes are playing tricks. Till we meet again. Yeah, that's right. Run away. All this happened inside Spirit Hold? 12 preserve us. And finding the answers on my own, I must needs discuss this with Gal for recommendation. Your courage saved many lives this day, adventurer. For this you have my deepest gratitude. Pray return to Gridania and seek out Miyun. I understand she wishes to thank you for your efforts in our behalf. Alright. Alright. I keep forgetting. Their lives. A tale for the tavern, if there ever were one. It's only a shame that I must ask you not to tell it, for the time being, at least. Do I make myself to avoid unsettling people with stories of walking statues? Now then, you must have suitable recompense for your valiant service. Stations here at the guild. Arrangements have been made, so all you need to do is speak with Antoineau whenever you crave the comfort of a firm bed and a soft pillow. Inn rooms now available. For the second half of your reward, I offer you another. They outline all manner of tasks which ambitious or levimet here at Carling Canopy. I have spoken with him regarding your knack for solving challenging problems, and he is eager to make your acquaintance. Guild loves now available. Truly a splendid occasion, looked forward to by young and old alike, and one I heartily recommend that you take the time to enjoy. Don't be too disappointed if the recent troubles cast a shadow over that. But we were talking about you, Talorna. You're not my real mom. Okay. It's just, some... let's see. How's my favorite fresh-faced adventurer? Since first you walked through my door, and I'll not deny it. Branch Meadows in this occupied with their own work. As such, I imagine Benton Ranch is also home to a very usefully situated Aetheryte. And what better time than the present? Leave the city via the Blue Badger Gate and continue southwest until you come to a bridge. Cross it, and when you spy an Aetheryte in the distance, you may also make use of Chocobo Porter service that is birds to a capable adventurer like you. Oh, and be sure to introduce yourself to Keitha, the head Chocobo Wrangler, when you arrive. I already got the Aetheryte. Boom. Now, I talked to him. Keith, the head wrangler round these parts. When the elder Seedseer bade us welcome venturers, 'tis fair to say we had our doubts, till hard-working folk like yourself set about proving us wrong. That is, consider me a convert. Could always do with a hand or two to keep the place running. Get busy. Oh, and you come highly Right. That filthy little thief was busy looting the chase, bless him. But when 3 more heading over to the matron's let and having a word with the stew. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, her neck of the woods is so far away. You're here on Keitha's behalf. Quirquin are a nuisance at the best of times. Retribution must needs be swift and decisive. Exactly 4 Quirquin scramblers. We can send no clearer message. Okay. He doesn't notice that I threw up. Kickern. I'm gonna have to figure out how to actually pronounce that. Okay. So now we're gonna come back here. You have shown them the folly of inciting the wrath of those who consort with adventurers. Perhaps now the Kickern will think twice before giving in to their large. These words in here like real tongue twisters. Alright. Oh, it's a job, a wood whaler at the Major's Let that's looking for a surefit. Okay. Ho there, adventurer. You seem to. I know what you're thinking. It's not more than a mushroom, so why the commotion? I'll tell you why. You allow that fungal menace to multiply, and within a moon they'll be covering the whole damn root and rotting the wood clear. I'm adding insult to falling injury. Once taking care of one of his more dreaded chores. And it's not all about, glory. Sometimes it's about picking mushrooms. I am picking the mushroom. And if you're not synced into that level, I'd have to sync down so it would put me either, but it's like they can't see me. Is up here. Just do stuff like that. Alright, let's see. Pull up Streamlabs here. And Alright. Theodore is looking for an adventurer to deliver a message. It is any threats to its continued operation are taken quite seriously by the wood whalers. Which reminds me. Mayhap it was my imagination, but I believe I caught a glimpse of some shadowy fellow not too long ago. Would you mind passing word to Rosalind down below? I would go myself, but, well, it's hard enough marshalling the courage to walk the route for my shift. Dude, you're scared of heights. That's okay, I am too. I firmly believe that's why I didn't get to be any taller than 5'3". Because if I wasn't, though, I love roller coasters. A shadowy fellow. Now that you mention it, I may have seen something. I dismissed it as a trick of the light before, but I thought I saw a shadow in the forest to the north. Still, I suspect it is nothing more than a Kikrin thief on the run. If you must state your curiosity. Though, to be fair, Theo could have just, like, hollered down, "Hey, Rosalind!" But this is an MMO. And what good is an MMO without you having to walk, 10 feet to tell somebody something? Have you found something? Yeah, I found this. Fire in a forgotten bag. This could belong to any adventurer or traveler. And inside we have a chocobo grooming brush and roseling oil. But wait, why would a traveler make camp here? It would be far safer to beg the hospitality of Bent Branch Meadows. Bugger me, I think this belongs to that stranger said to be meddling with the chocobos. Thank you, adventurer. We have been lax in our duties, but no longer. I swear we will find the shadow. Alright. Threat level elevated. Rosalind would like you to warn other sentries of the stranger's activities. We cannot allow other sentries to dismiss similar sightings. They must know what we have learned. To that end, our sentry has committed the details to memory. Have them write their name at the bottom for confirmation. Start with Elmar at the Bannock, and then find Bernard at the eastern gates of Bent Branch Meadows. Elgar sees the letter. He stands watch within the stables to personally put an end to it. Alright, so I got some new gear. Let's equip. Update. So first I gotta go to Elmer. Man, that's a great name. Elmer. You have to be careful sometimes with that because sometimes you can't jump up the rocks. So here's Elmar. You don't look like you're here for training. Show him the letter. A shadowy figure. Understood. I'll pass word to the recruits as well as the sentries. Let me just make my mark. There, that should do. If you follow the road south, you'll find Bernard by the bridge to Bent Branch. Godspeed, adventurer. You have business with me, adventurer. Show him the letter. Rosalind is right to be cautious, for this stranger to venture so close, yet to go to such great lengths to remain. We appreciate the help. I shall write my name here, yes? And here. Take it. You'll find Eorzea in the stables, past the Aetheryte. Mind the birds, adventurer. They get nervous around strangers. Show him the letter. What's this? A shadowy stranger near the matron Sleth. You've already shown this to Bernard and Elmar, I see. Good, good. Well, then all that's left is to inform the staff here. Not everyone here is a wood whaler, true, but even our stable boys wouldn't hesitate to take up arms to defend these chocobos. Alright, impose upon the kindness of an adventurer. You're quite the compassionate adventurer by the sound of it. Well, far be it from me to look a gift chocobo in the mouth. I have need of a capable woman like yourself. We received a peddler at the gates the other day, an excitable Lalafell that was sweating and swearing that he had been attacked by large winged beasts. Yet, other than hornets, I know of no flying creatures in this region. If there's any truth to what he said, it might prove problematic for other travelers. Follow the road south and see if you can find any evidence to support his claim. And should you find something, kindly tell Lothair to patrol his area sometime instead of just standing beneath the spire and staring at the goddamned road. In those words. Love this game. It pulls no punches. And if you're wondering what a chocobo is, that's a chocobo. Fantasy staple. I remember spending hours and hours and hours trying to breed a purple chocobo when I was playing Final Fantasy VII. Yeah, back in the day, not the remake. And you can't do it. And a gold one. But you can't get a purple one. Alright. It's a vulture egg. Vultures fly. Uh-oh, I made Mom and Dad mad. Okay. Come down here and talk to Lothair. A northern vulture, too. And they were defending a nest? Well, perhaps we could omit that last detail from any official reports. I'd rather not give Eorzea any further cause to be cross. Thank you for slaying the beasts. You may rest assured I will not permit this to happen again. Yes, you will. Lothair, guard at Galvant's Spire, wants you to visit the hedge tree. I have another task for you, adventurer. I need you to head to the hedge tree to the southwest of here and speak with Hero Leone. After tending to the hedge tree, the hero was scheduled to board a boat from the Mirror Planks. Well, the vessel's departure time has come and gone. There's still no sign of her. Knowing how absorbed the hero becomes in her work, I was not unduly concerned, wondering if her wayward passengers ever... Oh, for anybody who might catch this later, that'll be kind of cool. Watch it after. Whatever. here's Leonie. My task with the hedge tree is well and finished, but the elementals murmur of a malevolent presence in the vicinity of the Tamtara Deepcroft. I must abide a while longer, that I might better divine the source of the elemental's distress. Please inform Armel that I should be late in arriving. Yeah, this is the life of It's funny though because in Final Fantasy XIV in the world, they have these thing called link pearls that are telephones. So I don't get why they don't just use those, but presence in the Deep Croft. That does sound grave indeed. I shall organize a vessel for a later time then. Perhaps a bell from now? 2? Better make it 3. Might you assist me with another matter, milady? A wagon that departed from Quarry Mill was overturned on the road when some large, ill-tempered forest beast chose that moment to defend its, but the wagon's cargo was not so fortunate. With none willing to risk another encounter with the creature, I can only assume the goods remained strewn across the ground where the incident occurred. Those, if you would be so kind. Feel the ground tremble beneath my... Oh, I hate it when they do that. This is why teleport is awesome. Yep, hand over the 2 boxes. Ah, this is the shipment I was waiting for on Quarry Mill. I heard the wagon ran afoul of some great monstrosity just up the path from the mirror planks, but I see you've managed to scrape together a few bits and pieces. Seems I can't get through 2 bells these days without hearing some new tale of horrors in the Deepcroft or bandit cutthroats prowling the woods hereabouts. Makes me want to lend a hand. No, oh please God, no! Leia's egg! Talorna, you must help me. Egg? Sorry? You're sure the chocobos will lay another? You don't understand. The egg is extremely valuable. I must find it. Someone must have made off. I should be very grateful if you would ask the others if they noticed anything on... A man it was, running off towards the Tamtara Deep. Why would anybody pinch a chocobo egg? Without the proper learning, it's damn near impossible to get one to hatch. A chocobo egg has gone missing. Well, let me think. Now that you mention it, the chocobos were making quite a racket earlier. So much so, in fact, that I ran over to check on them. I must describe the peddler. He was a... Why in the hells didn't I accost him? Aside from yourself, you mean? Not that I recall. I did see someone call him in the burbs, but only from a distance. I assumed it was Luqualot. But if you say he was away from the stables, it's... Oh. There can be no mistake, then. The egg was a robbery. That the culprit should take only Leia's egg and disregard all the rest tells me we are dealing with someone well versed in chocobo breeding. I'm sorry to say that the individual in question is like to be a citizen of my native Ishgard. Leia, you see, is of the bloodline of Uranos, one of the greatest birds ever to grace in this guardian stable. Many a man in my homeland would give his right arm to possess one of Leia's eggs. Gods, I should have foreseen this. We must give chase at once. Hold your chocobos. Look, unless I've got me mental map upside down, that's the opposite. He may seek to lay a false trail, or... The why of it is not important. Leia's egg is all that matters. Adventurer, I beg of you, hunt the scoundrel down and take back what he stole. Well, at least you ain't planning on chasing after him yourself, wherever he's from. We may work wonders with our birds, Delorna, but acts of daring do ain't exactly our field. If you don't mind, we'll leave that end of things to you. Of course you will. With luck, you may catch the thief on the road to the Tom Tara Deepcroft, but do be careful. We cannot be certain he is working alone in this. Oops. Okay, so I'm gonna have to wait a few minutes. Alright, well, while I do that, I'm gonna go get something to drink. I'll be right back. Alright. Okay. Not on the world's greatest connection, though. God, it's leaps. Six more level. I've got you at it, Kupo. This egg belongs to Look-You-Lot. Who in Halone's bloody fury are you? Ah, those softs at Bent Branch hired themselves an adventurer, did they? Yet another complication. This farce has gone on long enough. Kill the Moogle and the farmer's hireling and bring me that damned egg! So the first thing you do, you take out the healer. You take out the ads. Let's heal myself here. Alright, now we take out the main guy. Ugh, she's tougher than she looks. You're winning, Kupo! You'll feel this one, you obstinate cur. Kupo! Alright. What's that, Kupo? How did I... Leah's a very special chocobo, in case you didn't know. Anyway, I was having a nap in the stables when that nasty fellow crept in and tried to steal it, Kupo. So I snatched it up as quickly as I could. Maybe you did it. I'm sure Look-You-Lot would be very happy to see. I will. Now, let's see. I'm just going to teleport. Alright. Yeah, dude. I got it. Here you go. Yes, it has the right coloring, the right weight. It's most definitely Leia's egg. I know not how to thank you. You had me worried there for a bit, Talorna. It's good to see you and the egg back safe and sound. So I was correct in my assumption that an Ishgardian was involved, albeit one who did not, in fact, make off with the egg. Well, I could hardly have anticipated the intervention of a Moogle. Bugger me, it couldn't be the same one, could it? Might you have encountered our unlikely savior before, Keitha? Could be. Seemed like the whole bleeding forest was... Then, all of a sudden, a Moogle appears out of nowhere, tugs at me smoldering sleeve, and leads me straight to a bit of wood where the fire hadn't taken hold. That plucky little bugger. We'd better get back to work, then. Wouldn't want to go letting our guardian angel down, would we? Talorna, you have our thanks. Oh, and I believe Look-You-Lot wants to give you a little something for your troubles. And yet I find that I am still troubled. While this whole regrettable episode unfolded, I bore witness to a sight that greatly concerned me. My thanks for your kindness earlier. I hate to impose examples, have been appearing over the 12 woods with increasing regularity. The frequency, however, does not bother me near so much as where they chose to fly. The patch of sky directly above the naturally assumed that the elementals would not suffer the exile to profane it. Yet the birdmen had been coming and going as they pleased, with nary a sight of protest from the guardians of the 12's wood. And it was that which set me to thinking. Ever since the appearance of this much-talked-about suspicious individual, many and more strange things have been occurring in the forest. Committed the details of my sightings to parchment, and would ask that you deliver the document to Mother Miyun. Please, make all haste. I have an irrepressible feeling that something terrible is about to happen. You don't say. Free teleport. Hello there, Talorna. Word of yours tired loud. Keep up the good work, you hear? A letter from Look-You-Lot. Gods be good. I have a mission for you, Talorna. Suffice it to say, it is urgent. I fear it may also prove dangerous. However, so you must be prepared. Make what arrangements you can and report back to me the moment you are ready. What that means is it's time to do the class quests. Now that I have like a whole bunch of them piling up. Alright. Alright, let's go up here. Alright. What you learn about the element of water. It is good to see you again, Talorna. By the aura you exude, it is plain you have grown further as a conjurer. The time has come to acquaint yourself with the third element of our art, water. For the first part of your lesson, you are to take this flask of pristine water and pour it at the root of the hedge tree found near the hawthorn hut. The water's purity will draw forth the corrupting entity that is siphoning the tree's life force. Dispatch this being and then speak with Brother Joacin at the hawthorn hut. As you might expect, he is a conjurer with a fine ear for the murmurings of brook. Yep. Wrong number. Those are fun. Alright, so let's come over here. Walked right past him. Okay. So much walking. I spy with my little eye an aetheryte that I'm going to attune to in a minute. Alright, that's done. So, move some spells around here in a second. Okay. Lucid dreaming. I'll just put it right there for now. Put that for there. Greetings to Lorna. Yep. The joy of you. Further ado, let us speak of that which Brother Isumi sent you. This day concerns the element of water. One is essential for carrying the nutrients in the earth from a tree of blood of the 12's wood. Without it, naught would grow. But should it rise in too great a volume, and too swiftly, the nourishing flow would become a crashing wave that washes away all before it. It is important to realize that all of nature is in balance. As conjury derives its power from nature, we must take care not to use our art in a manner like to disrupt the state. Ever we must be mindful of the ceaseless tug of war embodied in creation, this fruitful stalemate of the elements. Brother Jellison, are you about? Somebody hollering. I am here, sir. What has transpired? I heard a young antelope were sent to shepherd 'em away from civilian settlements, leaving us with a pile of wounded over at Jocelyn Spire and not enough hands to staunch the bleeding. We need a healer and fast. Curious. I sense nothing amiss in the whispering of the elementals. What could have frightened these antelopes so? Apologies. I shall revisit these musings anon. Let us make haste. If matters are as chaotic as you say, I fear the number of injured may be rising as we speak. Jocelyn Spire and tend to the wounded. I shall endeavour to rally further healers, and follow you after bearing what restorative unguents I can. Alright, let's see. Drew say, Pros Nothica. These folks are out of danger for the present, but I fear our reprieve shall be brief. The battle with the stag yet rages, and they will seek them just off the road that leads to thing. That means it's going to be a come to lend a hand, have you, quickly. I'm gonna start right back here. Yeah. In spite of the fact that I skip this. So there we go. Miss? I'm fine. Don't mind me. Sylphie, what have you done? I forbade you from using such methods. Guildmaster, I will not see you repeat your mother's mistakes. My mother never did anything wrong. Further, she cannot have gone far in her weakened state. I don't understand. When I try to cast spells, nothing happens. When I reach out for my power, there's just nothing there. Is this what the Guildmaster was trying to warn me about? He said I was repeating my mother's mistakes. The same thing happened to her. Losing her magic, I mean. And then she... Am I going to die? That can't be happening. I didn't think. I need to be alone. I once taught you that conjurers harness... For the art of mending, we draw upon... Her power to heal stems from her own life force. The vital energies of mortal are, however, finite. And now that which I most feared has come to pass. And Sylphie's aptitude for the art is, if anything, even greater. If we do not intervene, this terrible tragedy will be repeated, and I, for one, could not bear to see the child suffer the same fate as her mother. The near future, Talorna. Do not doubt your abilities. You are a conjurer who has passed the trials of earth, wind, and water. You will grow closer to nature with every passing day, and I sense within you the seeds of greatness. In your encounter with water, you learned its role as a bringer of life, but you also felt the implacable power of a surging wave as it swept you along in its path. Like earth and wind and nature at large, the element of water is possessed of more than one aspect. Yet this is but the beginning of your journey. Henceforth you must strive... Hippie. Alright, so let's... Alright. Greetings, Talorna. You radiate the confidence of a conjurer who neglects not her study of the elements. I confess I have no lesson for you to learn today. Instead, I would ask that you aid bordering on coercion. The child has finally promised to attempt to embrace the forces of nature, but I am afraid the matter is not so easily resolved. Sylphie, as such, she is ill-equipped to undertake the trials which furnished you and your peers with an understanding of the elements. Put simply, she is no match for the tainted spirits of nature. But if a more capable conjurer were to accompany her and purify the corruption in her stead, it may yet serve to impress upon her the power of the forces of nations firsthand. Earth, wind, water, she must know them all. Show her the majesty and primal ferocity of nature. As it was with you, let earth be her first lesson. Sylphie awaits you at the Bent Branch Meadows. Pray forgive my presumption, but I thought it best to send her on ahead while her conviction remains strong, and let her witness the struggle that ensues. May the elementals aid you in this endeavor, Talorna. Okay, now I get to be the teacher. She's going to be my Padawan. So, yeah. Bent Branch. Call it for the day. Okay, I'm not going to do all that just right now. Let's see. Where are you, girl? I wasn't scared, I was just a little startled, that's all. It was as if a mass of solid wrath had erupted from the ground. It's over with. I'm gonna crack that kid right across her. That's right, Sylphie. Where are you hiding? You're around here. You would be hiding in the tree, wouldn't you? Sylphie, what you do is you throw rocks at it until it dies. Gods! The wind blew straight through me. It felt both gentle and sharp at the same time. I can't explain it. This is something you can conjure? Really less annoying. This is one of those you gotta go backwards. the other path, yeah. The lake is so beautiful. Back, I'm ready to speak with the guild back. So, the elements. It was like hearing voices. It was almost. What was she so afraid to tell you? But you needn't. The first time we connected with. You have my gratitude, Lorna. Thanks to you. It appears the mother's gift, but a blessing that the misunderstanding manner. But we mustn't realize your support is yet needed. Your own good girl on her journey. To Lorna, I guess. Alright. So, let's see. It's gonna do it for today. Commentary. So... at 4 p.m. Also, tomorrow I am going to talk about writing, on in writing,